Well, hello there and good day. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm FrostPDP. This is Ariel the Cat, and today we're playing Baldur's Gate 3. This is Gale of Waterdeep, episode 133. So, we're going to take this silver key in case we need it. And read this book, Inroads by Arms Dealer Gortash. Here follows a report on the inroads upstart smuggler Enver Gortash has been making on the illicit arms trade in the Chantir Valley. Though inroads badly understates the case, annexation would be more apt. The former black market leaders, the Knights of the Shield, and outside the city of Desenterim have been largely supplanted by Gortash's operation. Illegal arms has never been a major component of the guild's business, but given his apparent ambitions, it would be unwise to assume that Gortash will stop there. He bears watching closely. Bursar Urkdar. To silence. I presume this is a list of people that want to be silenced, or need to be silenced. We're going to kill people. That's great. Heavy chest. Karlak, what does this book say? Lengthy essay on the inevitability of moral decay. Morality is not absolute. Moral decay is not immoral. One man's decline is another man's gain. Those who play and those who make the rules. How to win the game. Great. Okay, we're cheerful. We've got corpses to loot, so that'll be fun. I forgot to mention in the last video, what happened to the fireworks is I'm just not doing it. I believe that the fireworks situation is not required. Ledger of debts. Favorites are at the top in order of setting importance. Yeah, the fireworks factory is just a little too tough. It's not working out, and it's something I want to contest. Investment opportunities. A ledger of potential investment leads in Kalimshan. It's got buy, sell, and do nothing. Note to all Knights of the Shield, please find within our latest intelligence on the city's lockdown alternative smuggling routes. I wish this was doing something. Give me some kind of information or a lead or something. I'm the Lord Aomain. I have received your request for the support of the Knights of the Shield and the expansion of the fish oil trade. The Shield would not be adverse to such an arrangement, but the risks that would occur rather outweigh the cut you have proposed. In short, we're ready to do business with you, but let us meet to hammer out the finer details. I await your response, Master Your Nightshade. What a roguish name.
Easy enough.
Operations in Neverwinter. Note about the Shield of Sylvan. Nice to Gortash still watches. It's becoming more and more difficult to have eyes on what's going on in the city. Hear me out. What if we make a play to reclaim the Shield of Sylvan? We can keep a holder at bay. Surely can do something around those damn scrying eyes. Why am I yawning so much? Location of reserve supplies. For night use only, do not distribute. Bury behind a counting house. Path to Baldur's Gate in your upper city. Shirai Harak. Give you a short sword. Not useful. This, not useful. Thank you, great sword. Wow, not even a great sword. Boots of Psionic Movement. When Githyanki class fly, their next melee weapon attack deals 1d4. These aren't even great boots, man. To be dead ass honest. Like, alright, if you cast fly, you get an additional 1d4 on your next melee weapon attack. That's yay, but like, this is not First of all, we have to go to Lae'zel. Lae'zel has better gear, I'm pretty sure. No, not really. Hmm. Now that you mention it. See, ignoring bludgeoning resistance is actually pretty freaking great. To be honest, that's not a bad weapon at all. And tenacity is 5 damage. That's pretty freaking good. It's a good weapon. I mean, unimpeded by difficult terrain is great, but sonic movement is better.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
What are her boots? Boots of speed. Click heals. Gain speed. I don't know, it's a maybe. I'll think about who I give that to. Back to looting. Back to looting.
Choice. Most excellent. Color me curious.
An Archduke leadership, Public Works. Handled by the Gortash for Archduke voluntary campaign. As Archduke, Gortash top power of the Public Works to ensure the city, streets, sewers, docks, and most importantly its walls and gates are properly maintained. A policy even more important. Uh-huh. Harlack is encumbered.
Assume nothing.
He still can carry some, but not a lot. And she's carrying the clown's severed torso for reasons. I guess we don't have enough of him to put back together.
Salutations. Onward.
What's curious? Game, you're not showing me anything. If you are, I just don't see it. There it is.
Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful too.
Curiosity must be satisfied. What's that?
Recipe for fiddlehead soup.
The recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine when I had moved to old meals like that. looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still.
That might be worth.
My old wardrobe, the home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter. A shell, a keepsake for my final voyage, pinched in a moment of sentimentality.
Might as well.
My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
Gaming experience, cool. Good against Orin. What's the deal? 2 damage, additional 1d4.
Consider me intrigued. One true way.
Need something?
Nope.
Certainly.
Hatch.
Let's have a peek inside.
The fuck?
No, leave me alone! Are you real? Is it really you? You have to help me, please! No, I'm not. She's coming. Orin is coming! She found me and my cat Grub, snatched us off the streets, and she made me eat him. Then she told me
Yeah, I knew it.
Making promises you can't keep.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you
Hey, kitten.
seek, little piggy?
Wow. No wonder people say they can fix her.
Shush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Nothing. No, not a thing. Still gasping and gagging on the foul airs of Baal's temple. I will not slice. Her kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new, sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. Kethric's killer turned the corpse lover to carrion when you took his stone. Oh, but he was a dull kill. No blood to spill, no guts to rip. A desiccated husk, all dust and hollow. You must be sharpened before you set your edge against my skin. No, no, not here, not now. The tyrant must fall first.
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath, never to hang him from the hooks. Drip train him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
We slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is Baal's. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept and you must kill Gortash. Refuse and the child's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Allies? No, no. We had a balance. The chosen three. But it tumbled when you turned the Bone Lord to ash. Now, Gortash tries to gouge me from the city. That festering inadequate thinks me a flesher, butchering and cleaving only to whip the herd towards his tin men's oppression. You must kill him. Gore him like a pig prepped for the spit. Only then will you be sweet and sharp, ready for the Murder Lord's purpose. I do not need. You are made of nothing. Meaningless flesh and bone. I do not need. I offer. Baal's age approaches, and you could be there to see it. An idol of flesh, made to welcome his bleeding dawn. There is time for you yet. Time to save. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, bone killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
That bloody freak won't get away with this. We're going to hunt her down and take Yenna back. Mark my words.
Orin thinks this abduction is some sort of ultimatum to kill Gortash. Foolish woman. As if I needed more reason than I already had.
Orin's made off with Yenna. Either we mount a rescue, or we win her freedom with Gortash's life.
Orin's game is abduction, is it? Well, we can't stand idly by. We've got an ally to rescue.
Orin has taken Yenna. We must free her, either by force, or by paying for her freedom with Gortash's life.
Orin snatches a child to clamor for our attention. She has it.
If the shape-changer wants Gortash dead, then let's kill Gortash and get Yenna back. Not that I care, it's just that children have a habit of disappearing in the city. Let's not let any more slip away.
Which way to the nearest library?
Patient log, Duke Belling, Stamine. Yes, cat. A journal stamp with the official seal of Duke Belling Stillmain. It appears to be an attendance log of the care given during the Duke's ongoing illness. The most recent entries detail a deterioration in the Duke's condition. Can't explain the relapse. Duke lacks appetite, awareness, or interest in anything. Occasionally asks after visitor, which I suspect might be cause of current condition. Duke used to receive visitor in private every 10 days. Always hooded and cloaked, always shown in and left to attend to Duke privately. No luck in finding. Oddly enough, can't recall visitor's gender or even stature. It could be half-orc or halfling for all I know. Hope for the return of visits appeared to ease the Duke's mind and body greatly. That's weird. I forget what I'm doing next. I think it's camp time.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. Yet no contract is ended without sacrifice, Will. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
Why do I have to choose?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
This is bullshit. I want my characters to... I don't want me to decide this.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Got an achievement. Loophole. Break Will's pact with Mizora.
believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For
Wait,
a
what?
father he fell out with ages ago. There's such a thing as being too good. Someone ought to tell Will Raven.
That's a glitch. Will in it.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
Will sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the Pact is worth it to him.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mizora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I didn't. I don't. My sacrifice kept Baldur's Gate safe from Tiamat's rage. But that doesn't mean that the leash never chafed. That I was content to lap up whatever nonsense Mizora fed me. The leash has been broken, and my father left for dead. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. But today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's Witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city from the brain.
Will sacrificed his own father. A hard choice, but not one that is unknown in nature. At times, a seedling must strangle the very tree that bore it, if it's to survive.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark. Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. If Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily.
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
You fucking kidding me? She's still here? Get out of my camp.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. I beg your forgiveness for such undue impertinence. From now on, I promise him the same measure of respect he's shown his father. Oh, I almost forgot. Will sold his father's life for his freedom. My mistake. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Ugh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Into the fray.
That's not what I meant to do, but okay, we did that. Withers.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
Great, we're here.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved, confident, and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Balin Stilney, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge.
And yet you're gonna ask me to parasite.
Working towards a common goal. By necessity, not design. But I'm glad you appreciate the richness of my experience. Yours has been no less exciting. But even with all your experience, it has not been easy. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you. Your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own.
You're not helping your case, buddy.
Perhaps. But I couldn't take the risk. An elder brain leaves no room for error. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how much I would enjoy your company, your mind. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. I'm sorry. You're right. Now's not the time.
I'm with Lizelle.
Forget I said anything. Let's move on to more important things. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. You should reconsider your attachment to your physical form. You have seen what an Elithid can do. Imagine some of that could be in your grasp. Not enough to warp your appearance beyond recognition, but just enough to enhance your potential. And believe me, it will radically increase our chances of success against the Elder Brain. Think on it.
An efficient path. Another stride toward fate.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well. Yes, of course.
Soldier.
Game. Okay.
Seek and you shall find me.
What just happened there?
Step by step. I can do that.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail.
I had hoped there might be a greater sense of balance within the city. That its walls might enable sheltering within it to foster community, peace. Yet it is not so. Unnatural steel beings patrol the streets. The printed word sows discontent, and those in need are treated with disdain. Is this truly what progress looks like? Sometimes it is difficult to see exactly what we are fighting to save here. Sometimes it feels like Korga was right. Nature can only survive away from all this. Indeed. But I cannot shake it from my mind. All the
Halson,
same.
believe me, I hear you, buddy.
I was harsh on myself before. On my leadership of the Grove. The decisions I made. Perhaps too harsh, considering this place.
Always nice to be wanted. Onward.
Oak Father, watch over your servant.
The work is never done.
But my magic.
My faith protects me.
Could have done this last episode. What can't I? What do you mean I can't reach destination?
What now?
There's no time to waste.
Direct me.
Keep your distance down. Hardly a challenge.
Let's be quick.
Alright, we will do this combat next episode. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like, share, subscribe, friend, follow, or whatever buttons really help the channel grow. It lets me know what you're watching so we can keep making more of it, and I really appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, all those good things. Links in the description down below. Thank you all so much for joining me, and as always, this channel. Pieces.